Good afternoon. Economy Minister Carlos Cuerpo said this morning that he would push the European Union to approve aid for industries hit by US tariffs at a meeting of EU finance ministers later. Last week, Spain was one of the few major economies to offer up a concrete solution to help weather the impact of the new US tariffs, offering companies a financial package of loans and direct aid worth some 14 billion euros. European Union countries will seek to present a united front against US President Donald Trump's tariffs, likely approving a first set of targeted countermeasures on up to $28 billion worth of US imports. The 27-nation bloc faces 25% import tariffs on steel, aluminium and cars, and reciprocal tariffs of 20% from Wednesday for almost all other goods. Cuerpo also said EU ministers will discuss a list of products to be submitted to retaliatory tariffs in response to the ones on steel, aluminium and cars. Ex-Royal Marine Craig Ainsworth's mum made a social media appeal for information about the missing war veteran. She went public after revealing Craig, who was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, had posted a last message on Facebook to say goodbye and said police were focusing their search for him in the Alicante and Barcelona areas. In an update on Saturday came the news that Craig had been found dead. The former Marine from Enfield was hired to protect David and Victoria Beckham and their family. He also protected Hollywood A-listers including Johnny Depp, Jennifer Lawrence and Arnold Schwarzenegger. It was not immediately clear where exactly he'd been found or what the circumstances of his passing were. Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez's official visit to Vietnam this week is expected to create strong momentum for both countries to continue developing their strategic partnership. During his 3-day visit, Sanchez is expected to engage in discussions on measures for advancing cooperation to enhance political trust and open up new opportunities in politics, diplomacy, economy, trade, investment and science. The two sides are also expected to sign several documents to boost bilateral cooperation. A British man has died after he fell off his electric scooter. The 59-year-old was reportedly on his way home from work in Orihuela Costa when he allegedly hit a pothole and flew over the handlebars. Emergency services rushed to the scene but were not able to resuscitate the man, who was pronounced dead at the scene. Local authorities have opened an investigation to determine the exact cause of the accident. And last week, several popular cigarette brands went up in price. The increase came into effect on Saturday following a resolution published in the official state bulletin. Brands like Marlboro and Chesterfield are included. The rise comes just weeks after other well-known brands were hit by similar price hikes. It's part of an ongoing adjustment that's slowly nudging Spain's tobacco prices higher to the European average. The average price of a pack here sits around €4.60, whilst prices in places like Ireland can cost nearly €13. With public health targets becoming stricter across the EU, prices are likely to keep rising. That's the latest from TRE. I'm Bob James.